Today's episode of OD Podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audible.com/OD Podcast. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hey, hi, hello,
Hi.
welcome. Hey, world. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. My bad.
This is like week 6 of us not having a for real intro.
I still feel like we'll need one.
All right, well,
I feel like it. But anywho,
what's up?
welcome to OD Podcast, everyone.
That's it.
I am Tanisha, aka Draco.
I am Alicia, aka
Oh wow, we're
Isis.
sisters. Tanisha and Alicia. Wow.
CD the tree. Trappin.
Period. Free JT.
You stupid. Anyway, what you got going on?
I don't know. I'm just in my makeup bag right now trying to figure out, literally, but I'm just trying to, find me some new things to do with this because I'm bored.
You was talking about OnlyFans earlier. Is that new?
Oh. Wow, you really are a troll. You trolling me.
What you mean by new?
I don't know. I just feel like I need to post more content of makeup because I've been like,
Really? I feel like you post a lot.
I do, but I feel like my makeup look the same because my clients don't really want me to use color and all sorts of stuff. So
You should
I
ask
need to
for
start
models.
using-
That's what some people do.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I got like
My bad.
4 models. So this week I'm trying to do at least 2 people. I'm gonna try to do 3 people a week, and I'm gonna try to record some videos and do like what you call it, time lapse.
Time
videos.
lapse. Okay. Oh yeah, like a how-to video.
Yeah, to bring more traffic to my page.
Yeah, that would be cute.
And all of the things. Yeah. So what you got going on?
What I got going on? That's a good question.
Wait, what were you about to ask me?
I was gonna ask. I was like, you could do like a giveaway.
I don't have anything to give away anyway.
Makeup.
Keep going.
Okay, so I don't think I have nothing going on right. I'm trying to find a new church. I was going to.
I was gonna ask you about that. Religion is such a sensitive topic.
It's what it's not sensitive for me. It's kind of vague, but I do like church for like the motivation. But the church I was going to, I like it, but it's like very over the top, and I don't. It's kind of gets to
like
that
Greenleaf?
commercial. No,
You was going to
because Greenleaf
Calvary?
was black. This church I was
Okay.
going to was mixed, but like more on the, you know what I'm saying. But it's a nice church. It's just very commercial, and it's not like I like the purpose of it, but sometimes to me it kind of got old quick. So now I want to do some other stuff. It's like very go team go. We love Jesus. Go Jesus. It's like, all right, y'all, chill out.
What?
Yeah, I
so
know.
you said like go to a cheer church.
Cheer church, like
Wow.
cheer camp. Yeah, so I want to find a new church, but other than that, like regular work for me. Work is getting very busy. I'm not the new girl no more, so I can't. You know what I'm saying? I know. Ugh. But yeah, so I'm working a lot of projects simultaneously. So you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, trying to hustle. Got my little side hustle I'm trying to work on. But
Oh, me too. If anybody can help me find, well, Alicia actually knows someone who could do that. But I'm trying to do like tote bags and apparel for something I got coming up. But I don't really know a mass screen printer, so somebody help me.
oh yeah, that should be easy to find. I might know. So I don't know anybody who specializes in bags, but I know how you can get some.
It's gonna be more stuff than that. That's just
Okay.
one. A bag, yeah. But anywho.
I follow some local companies that specialize in stuff like that I can put you on to. I think they worked with Kamaya a while back on some stuff.
Okay. Anywho. That's,
All right,
I'll mind
so
you to-
enough of the small talk ain't working for us, right?
Anywho, guys, today we have a very special guest here with us. I'm really excited about this. It's so fun. So one of my friends, and I guess you can say we friends. We something, child. I don't know. I just went out. We have Kimberly Smedley here. Hey, Kim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So, just to give you a little background on my friend, my sister. Kim is a motivational speaker, author, a philanthropist. So I just playing out.
Philanthropy.
That's coming.
Right. It's coming. Yeah, I mean,
it seems like you're already doing philanthropy, but
Yeah.
give yourself some credit. It's Women's Month.
You are a TV personality. Yes, God. You know, sometimes I forget that you was on TV because we so close.
Aw.
He's so funny.
He's so humble.
Wow.
A
He was really
business
on
owner.
TV, like
Yeah.
a show.
What show was that?
From the bottom up.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I should let you tell it.
No, you're doing great. Go ahead. I love it. You're gonna make me feel important in a minute. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep
You are
going.
very important. But anyhow, yes. But I think mostly what people know Kim for is her book, The Backside of the Story. We have it here with us today, but it just talks about her dealings with the black market butt shots that everyone they just love nowadays. Everybody just love to have a big old juicy behind.
Ain't that something? Oh, nasty. Man.
You know, they just love that. But yeah, I think you probably is the queen of butt shots.
And that's what they say.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
I mean,
You the OG.
the OG.
You sacrifice
OG.
yourself for these imposters.
OG. I actually talk about plastic surgery pretty often because
You do.
I do. I have a lot of friends that
You are so
that
much.
share their interest with me about it, and I have my stipulations, which I'll probably talk about later because I don't want to, whatever. But
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about it. I want to know what some of the stipulations are.
yeah, I really do. I really have a lot to say about plastic surgery.
Do you?
But
I got a lot of questions.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I ain't on the Nay side yet.
Okay. You ain't.
Y'all are too funny.
So yeah, I have a lot. But
Okay.
anywho, how did you get into that though? Like, how the hell did you just say, I'm about to just go do?
No, it wasn't that I just said I'm about to start doing injections. So, I'm a master cosmetologist by trade. That's my background.
So you could, I forgot you do hair. Oh, so add
Used
that
to
on.
do hair. I don't do that anymore because now on the spa. So it's so funny. We'll
Yes.
talk about the spa later.
Yes, God.
You're funny. So back when I was doing hair, probably like 96, 97, there was one of the guys that worked with me. He was a gay guy. And he was so flamboyant. I mean,
gosh.
just like over the top, but everybody loved him. And we befriended each other inside of the salon.
Mm-hmm.
And it was later on that I found out that he was doing he was the one administering the silicone injections. But at that time, he had a lot of transgenders because back then,
Still to this day.
Yeah.
I literally I follow a lot of transgender women.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them for comedy, but one girl just recently got it. And I'm like, wow, people are really still getting silicone.
they're still getting it. And it's so dangerous now.
They think it's cute though. Like I've seen pictures of them with the patchings on.
With the cotton balls?
With the cotton balls.
In the picture, like on the internet.
On the internet.
That is
I'm not
so
making this
crazy.
up. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, so it was through him that I learned to do the injections because when he and I became friends and I would travel with him like to the different pageants where the transgenders would actually get pumped before
At the pageant.
At the ball.
at the
Or
pageant
was it the
before
same
the
thing?
pageant.
Wow.
So it would look nice and fresh and their hips would be all big. So I would travel with him, and when he passed away, his lover just kind of like, gave me the business. He was like, well, you're the only one that used to travel with him, and I think that he would want you to take it over. And so I was like, okay. So, of course, I will say this. I started doing that. Of course, it was for the money, but after so long, you start to see how you're helping women change their lives.
Yeah.
They look better, and when you look better, you feel better. And I know what that feels like first-handedly because I've always struggled with, self-esteem issues. And that's one thing that's so funny. All of us have some
Yes.
form of self-esteem that we struggle with.
Right.
So, yeah, and
Giving me this big tire around my waist.
but you
know,
can
I'm
do
just-
something about that tire around your waist.
You right.
Yeah, you can put it in my booty.
Wow.
So he can put it in his arm.
Oh no! I don't,
Y'all want no big
No,
booty?
ma'am. No.
Why?
I like clothes. So certain outfits, you know what I'm saying? I like to look a certain way, and I feel like if I have a lot of, body and all that shape, it won't look right to me.
All that shape.
Yeah.
It might be cute,
And that just could be me being old school, just looking through magazines and stuff like that. But I look and see how clothes fit on people, and I be want my clothes to look like that. I don't really want all that shape.
And I'll be glad when the big booty craze leaves.
It's going
I
away.
feel like it's in the progress right now.
Girl,
I'm so seeing.
it needs to be.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of everybody looking the same, and and then these women out here stealing my DM, wanting me to do the injections. I'm like, girl, no, you're not sending me back to prison. And then, and then it's dangerous. We're just now learning about the long-term effects of people that have had it for years and years, myself included. I got mine back in 1998.
Wow.
And see,
Were
people even like thinking that you had injections at that time? Because I'm thinking in 98, people probably wouldn't even like, oh, she got a big old booty.
No, and people still, unless I just say it, because I guess because it's proportion. But yeah, it's
unlike most, but
it's definitely there, and I'm getting it out.
So you are getting it removed.
Definitely getting it removed because I'm starting to have complications.
But you just now starting to have complications from 98.
Yes, I probably started having issues. I feel like maybe 2 years ago.
Okay, so how do you feel?
So the silicone is definitely migrated, meaning it's moved from one area. So I got my butt and my hips done. So now it's actually sitting on my my hip joints.
Oh.
Yeah, and so it's definitely giving me some issues. It's tender to, somebody smacks me on my butt. I'm like, yikes.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah,
he probably like, yeah, you like that? Like, no, I don't.
No, exactly. If you hit me again, you be like,
hit you
punch
back.
you. Yeah. So it's just little things like that. But we're seeing women that are being diagnosed with cancer, diabetes, they have alopecia. And as soon as they get it removed, they start to feel better. Because what happens is your body sets up an autoimmune to try to fight off what's there. Because, anytime you put a foreign matter into your body, then you're going to start to... Your body's job is to try to go and attack it because it shouldn't be there. It's just like how when people get liver and kidney transplants, they always have to be on the medicine that will cause their body not to reject it because it's not theirs. It doesn't belong there. So we're seeing so many women with issues, and so now what I'm starting to do is try to connect these women with some doctors who can give them the service that they need. I have women reaching out to me that, they don't really know, or they're afraid to talk to someone about it.
You got the daggone doctors reaching out to me.
What doctors reaching out to me?
Girl.
What?
This doctor from you that do the removal of it was in my DM.
He thought you had all.
Yeah, the doctor down in Florida. Yeah.
And he was just like, I don't know if it was him or his wife, but they was like, yeah, we want you to promote for us. And
I'm sure
they do. I could promote for y'all. Y'all just gotta,
they can come on the podcast.
You think they'll fly up here from Miami?
We'll go to them. Like when JT get out.
Definitely. We need JT on. JT, when you get home,
bring us a chain and bring us a crack grapes.
Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, they was in my DM trying to get me to promote for them. I'm like, well, I would though, honestly, because I really want people to.
I want you to promote another doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna get.
I don't want no surgery though, so they can't offer me nothing.
Right. So.
Unless they doing like some.
They do what you need now. They do lipo.
I don't want that.
Oh, you don't want the fat sucked out of your belly?
No, ma'am.
I do.
So how you gonna get rid of it? Because you're not gonna exercise at all.
I will. I just have to get.
I
have to get the motivation.
Look, I only want to lose 15 pounds. I ain't even got the motivation.
When you gonna get the motivation, friend?
I'm gonna take me some B12.
This man swear by B12.
I think I'm addicted to B12 vitamins because I think that my body is lacking it because I don't have a lot of energy.
You think because somebody told you that?
No, I'm thinking that because
you went to the doctor.
No, I'm saying because I don't have a lot of energy. I don't have a lot of energy, so I'm very sluggish.
Yeah, okay.
And it's
So you've been on the B12 for how long?
the B12 has been going all the way off.
So you have more energy now?
Yes.
Oh, child.
Like I didn't take
It
one
didn't
today.
help him driving here.
Right,
I didn't take one today. I didn't take one today.
You been exercising on the B12?
No, I haven't.
Then what's the point?
I don't, cause I'm trying not to drink Red Bulls, so that's what I replaced my B12 vitamins with Red Bulls, cause I was drinking Red Bulls a lot.
I understand.
Okay, so I have a question.
Go ahead, get it off of me.
From my understanding, the silicone injections are not reversible. Is that like new technology that has allowed people to get them removed, or is there a certain process?
There is a process, so women are able to have it removed. The only thing is, the only way to effectively remove the silicone right now is through having it cut out. So they have to go in and they have to cut it out, because what happens is sometimes the silicone, once it gets inside of the body, it starts to create these granules that look like little balls.
Like those little packs that come in your shoes. You know, the little balls that be in the little silicone pack.
Kind of like that, exactly. So when they try to liposuction it, they can't get it all, because the tool to lipo it out is kind of small.
Yeah.
So they can't get it with that. So that's why they're having to cut it out. And I think that's the part that's the most scariest. You know, people are like, well, you should just do it so you can feel better.
But it's not that simple.
It's because it's psychological.
Yeah.
I mean, we know why we got it in the first place. So now you're talking about just cut it out. It's like, oh my God, but how is that going to affect me emotionally, you know, and psychologically? So it's a lot. And so I try to provide support to these women that are actually considering the removal process, or they just have questions.
You should be a therapist. What about a surgical therapist?
Like
Plastic surgery therapist. Because I'm saying, like, afterwards, people would need that. Because if you're getting it removed, especially if you were used to looking a certain way.
Absolutely.
You like, dang, now I'm just stripped of all my...
With the scars.
And I got scars, you know?
It's a lot. But I did start a support group on Facebook, the
good.
Backside Stories. So I'm trying to get that up and, you know, let it grow organically so that women will actually have a place to go. It's a private group, you know, people have to be accepted in. So I'm just trying to figure it out as I go.
I know that's right. Can I be messy? For
you
one
always are. Come
second.
on, honey. Come on.
I want to be real messy, real quick. I think this is something that everyone wants to know. Do you think that the Kardashians have silicone injections?
Come on now.
I do.
Come on. You knew the answer to that.
I almost know for a fact that they do. And the person that did it. But the person that did it had to sign a non-disclosure.
Of course.
Yes.
They got ant silicone to look like an ant.
Yeah, because my thing is, if you have, I mean, realistically, they didn't have a lot of fat on their body.
At all.
But it's people with way less money than them.
Getting
They got
better
better
jobs.
looking surgery. And I just want to understand
Where they went wrong.
And I personally think that they got it from Black China, because Black China is real. You know, she's from DC.
So
she's
the
hood.
same person that did hers, because people don't. So do you remember when Black China and Kim were really friends?
Yeah, I remember that.
So the same person that did Black China's injections is the same person that did Kim.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I know who that is, but
It looks
doesn't
horrible.
matter.
I think that it didn't look as bad when she was bigger. But now that she's lost weight, because like to me it seemed like when you gain weight, all your weight goes to where the silicone is, and then when you try to get skinnier, it's still
there. Exactly.
What is that?
I don't know why that happens, but it's almost like
Do you think it mixes in with the fat?
It does mix in with the fat. And then it's almost like the silicone is like yeast.
Yeah.
Because it will blow you up. That's so true.
Scary.
Like my butt, I swear to God, my butt was completely flat. I only had my butt done 2 times. It's like
Do you have to get it done more than once? Like when people get it?
It just depends on how big you want to be. If you don't want to be too big, then you don't have to get it done more than once or twice.
Yeah, I be looking at Kim's butt and I'm like,
I know.
Chloe's don't look that bad to me, but
Kylie's are the best, but I think she might have got
It's
something else.
gonna
done.
start
you know what?
looking the
Kylie
same.
got her hips done.
Oh, is that what it is?
And she also didn't go to the. She also didn't get silicone. She got.
She look good though. to me.
Yeah, they got a doctor now that I follow on Instagram, whatever. But I was just doing my investigation, and he came to one of their Christmas parties, and he was in the pictures with them, and I said, "Is this the surgeon that they be using? Cause why else would he just be at that Christmas party?" So I went on his page.
You so silly.
And he does this thing where it's like same day surgery. So he,
Oh my goodness.
he do like
Same day surgery.
like no downtime. So he do butt injections. He does breasts. He does all type of stuff. But it's same day. Like you can get it done and go to work the next day.
Oh, that's scary. I don't like the
So-
thought of that.
What?
He probably was hooking him up at the Christmas. He was like, "Merry Christmas." Bend
Yeah,
over.
like so in my head I said, this is probably who they use because
Yeah.
they always in the spotlight. So they don't never have no downtime for real.
Unless
you
they
know?
hide in pregnancy.
So Kylie, and I only know Kylie went to this guy because of one of her friends and and me. I was close to her at one point. Well, kind of close, and I talked to her about it. She said she was going, and she ended up going. She got it, and she don't look like it.
That's-
Like
well, yeah,
nothing.
Kylie looks
She
good.
literally got the same thing Kylie got done, and it does not look like it. She's still skinny, but she just got a shape.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, maybe I should do that instead of the.
I'm sure it's a lot of money because that man does really good work. Like Kylie body just looks good. To me.
It does. It does. I agree.
Okay.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
but it's so funny because we're into a temporary fix, but we don't think about the long term effects.
Yeah, and
I
she
know
had a
I
baby.
didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't think about
that's
it.
my
then.
scary part. That's why I'm scared of surgery. I'm scared. I don't like people having surgery. I can't do it.
Said the man that has 50,000 tattoos.
That's
and
not surgery
piercings.
though.
It's
I can't get cancer from this
how
unless
you know you can't get cancer from
unless
the
I have
ink?
dirty needles, and I make sure I'm very cautious about my tattoos.
Jesus.
I make sure they use brand new needles. I even know the sizing.
What kind
I know
of
the
ink
right-
is that?
Exactly. I use exactly. I know the ink type because I have
What
really
is
sensitive skin. My old tattoos that I have is similar to what you were saying. Like my older tattoos that I got before I was 18. If I hit them, they will rise and itch.
Wow.
So like I have a tattoo on my thigh, and I have some on this arm. If I'm talking to somebody or if I'm in the club and I bump them, I'll be scratching.
Are you serious?
And I can't itch it because it's under my skin. Like it's under there, so I'm scratching it, but it's not doing nothing.
I understand. That's what happens with my stomach too sometimes.
So I have to rub it. But yeah, I be having to pay attention to that because I'm not gonna stop getting tattoos. I just need to be
Oh, Jesus.
careful. Even my piercings, I have to make sure that everything is 100% surgical still. Like I used to go to little chop shops back in the day and get my piercings done, and my
So
ears.
how many piercings do you have?
I currently only have 5, but
Where are they?
I have my nipples pierced. I have my ears.
Why do you have your nipples pierced?
You asking too much.
No, I'm just curious. Was it for a sensation or
No,
is it just
I got my nipples pierced 6 years ago. Maybe longer.
right?
2000. What? Yeah, it was longer than that.
But what made you do
I
that?
like how they look. I thought it was
You
cute.
like how it looks without
Like
you
chest
having
tattoos
a shirt on?
and then nipple piercings. I
Wait.
thought it was so cute.
Excuse me, when you have your shirt off?
Yeah.
Oh, gee. So who sees it though?
If I go swimming, people see. If I go to the water park, it's so uncomfortable going to the water park. Though, like if I go to White Waters, little kids be staring at me, like
They
looking
need
at
to
my
stare
nipples,
at you.
and I be like walking around like this. I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. I don't want them to just be getting no ideas like, oh, he probably a freak.
Yeah, you.
Big old freak.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Go
I mean,
for it.
whatever. Anywho, this ain't about me.
So you have kids, right?
I do.
Did you have your injections before you got pregnant, or was it after the fact?
No, so I got my injections after I had my 2 kids. I think Dayton probably was like 8,
Oh, okay.
And my baby boy was probably 2 years old when I got him done.
Because I always wonder, like, if you have pregnancy, if you get pregnant, the impact you could have, like, your body's going to obviously change, it's going to spread.
Yes.
So I know if anybody had gotten pregnant and then they had the surgery and they're like, oh my God, my booty is, you know.
I hear it all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
They're
look
like,
at Kim.
"Oh,
That's
it's
why I
so
asked. Look at Kim. Remember when she
Yeah.
got pregnant, her butt was
Oh, God.
Black China. When she got pregnant, that's why she went right under the table right after.
Right.
And tiny. Her butt changed too. when
That's a
she-
sensitive subject. I can't
Well,
really
not
talk
for me,
about.
it's not. Her butt changed.
We're not gonna go there today.
I didn't say anything bad. I just
I know.
said change.
I mean,
I know,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
clear that something was, yeah.
Next
So,
subject.
okay, so, we talked about.
his employees.
I have
Okay, I understand.
Listen.
That
Hey, Tiny.
So how y'all are crazy. So how long were you? So okay, back to we talked about how you got introduced to doing the injections, and we talked about like the way that people can get them removed. Have you had anybody ever have complications from surgeries that you've done?
Well, that's such a good question. So not that I know of.
Okay.
Not any serious complications, but I will tell you this: I do have women that hit me up on my DM that I have done, that I did the injections too, because they see me posting all of these things about how it's not safe for you, and they're like, "Oh my God, should I be worried?" And my thing is,
I would be like, "Do I know you?" I just play.
My thing is, if it's not bothering you, then you don't bother it. You know, because you have some people that will never have problems, but then you have some people that have a lot of problems. But my reasoning for putting it out there is because I want women to know, hey, listen, something that I thought was safe to do is not safe. So don't get it. There are so many more options, but it doesn't stop people from wanting what they want because they still are in
They're just
my
gonna go to
DM.
somebody else.
They're in my DM all the time,
That's
right?
crazy.
That's interesting.
So I've heard, over the years, of course, being in the LGBT community, I've been dealing with people that got, those type of surgeries for a long time. And I had a lot of questions to them, but of course, they don't really want to talk about it. But I know that you use surgical medical silicone, but I've heard people using some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Paint,
fix a flat. That's what I hear the most.
Caulking.
Like hold on. Like caulking, what you do the tubs with.
Absolutely.
So you put that in your behind.
They let people put it in there, yeah.
But I wonder if they know that's what's going in there.
No,
You know what I
they
mean?
of
Oh my
course
God.
not. They don't know. They
just-
don't know.
They just seen people's results and they're like, all right, I'm gonna just go to her because she did my cousin booty.
Yeah.
And then you got some women that go to 2 and 3 different people, and I can almost say that those 2 or 3 different people probably
Are using different stuff.
So then it really gonna cause a problem.
I wonder, you know what? It really scares me because I'll be looking at Cardi B behind.
Hers look good.
And she's very open about the fact that she's had illegal injections.
Yeah, she went to the Dominican Republic.
No, she didn't.
Oh, she didn't? I thought she said she did. Oh.
She said that she got her butt done in somebody's living room or something in New York.
That's probably where Bernice Burgos went because both of their booty look good.
But if you look at Cardi B's certain like the way it moves and stuff, you can tell like.
She said her right butt cheek don't move no more. Just her left one. You see her video, she was twerking on the couch.
Yeah, and then like it was a picture of her going around that she was talking about like it looked like it was like spreading to the front.
Oh,
That happens, right? Spreads to like vagina.
Well,
around the area.
By the
I think Cardi B's is doing
labia.
it. She's trying to cover it up and say it's not, but when she be twerking and they post her online,
and she just had a baby. It could have changed her body.
Yep.
it's gonna
And she got so
definitely change
skinny
the
after the baby.
She did. She got very skinny.
So yeah, that's crazy.
Where did you used to do the injections? Like, did you have like a office or
No. So I always traveled from state to state. So I went to, and first of all, I would never travel unless I had like 10 or more clients. So
Oh, yes,
I
ma'am.
might be in Detroit one day.
Queensy.
I'll stay in Detroit one day, then I'll come back home for a day. Then I would go to
Detroit,
New York, New Jersey, DC, and Baltimore. I would hit all 4 of those places at, while I was out of town. So
booked and busy. You said minimum 10 clients.
I
Wow.
wouldn't travel unless it was 10 or more.
But okay, so I asked you this before. Well, about the pumping parties, because that's what the T girls, that's what they do.
Right.
But you never did that.
I didn't. So the clients, sometimes when I would get into town, they would actually be outside the hotel waiting on me, which is so crazy.
Wow.
Because once you ran out of medicine, you were out. So I used to try to run my business like.
Wait, medicine? What you mean?
The silicone. Once I didn't have it anymore, because I could only come in town with so much.
Oh.
So then once it's gone, and people will miss it, and they be like,
Y'all should have made an appointment.
So they be waiting. But even if they made an appointment, if I didn't know how much the client before them was getting, then sometimes it would be gone. So. I used to book appointments. I would take one client every 30, 45 minutes. And that's how my schedule would run. And there was one time I got robbed. So after I got robbed, then I started having an off-duty police officer with me.
What?
Girl, what? I know that's right.
Playing no games.
And you had to pay him, of course.
It first started out being a lady. She lived in Detroit, and she was a police officer in Detroit. And then when I would go to other states, so I started messing with this guy that used to be a police officer. And so then he started traveling with me. Actually, that's the one who built my case. He testified against me when I went to prison. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
He did.
So about that, I don't think I ever really knew too much about your prison life.
I know you didn't read the book.
You know what? I know about it.
I don't have it. I thought I did. I just thought about it. I don't have one.
I thought you just said when we came in here, you was like,
I don't have one.
Well, she only served 17 months.
You gave it to DeMario. You didn't give me one.
Served 17 months in prison.
and
she didn't get arrested until the girl that had complications went and dropped her name.
Right.
Period.
Oh, wow.
I got
she did.
Yeah, she
That's
did. And the girl didn't have any.
Draco.
She didn't do anything to her, but the girl went and I guess she got scared. She started saying, "Oh, Kim did my booty and this and that." And so they came through and they, you know what I'm saying, she got locked up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they contacted. So in my phone, I had about 1,200 girls' numbers. They contacted at least 600 of them, more than half. And I know that because my attorney, while the feds were contacting the people in my phone, my attorney had a detective trying to intercept a lot of what was going on. But I was so blessed because even when I went for my sentencing,
in West Virginia.
Yep, not one girl came forward and testified.
Wow.
Yes.
Talk about
because you was legit. They was like, "Oh no, I ain't gonna do Campbell." She had 12 out there.
Because I really tried. I wasn't doing it, and I've never had any malice in my heart when it came to doing what I was doing. I really thought it was one of those things like it's just not legal in the U.S. yet. It's gonna become legal, almost like when they were doing the birth control. What's the way you can take, like, if you think you're pregnant?
Oh, the Plan B?
Yeah, see, that didn't start here. That started in Europe.
Oh,
and
really?
And then I used to go over to the Dominican Republic so much to take girls over there to get tummy tucks that they were doing the injections over there. So I was always talking to the doctors. And for the record, a lot of people are afraid of going to other countries getting the silicone removed. I get it, but here's the thing they have to remember. The injections started in other countries. So the doctors over there have a lot more experience. Even though it can be dangerous going out of the country, but it can be dangerous here too.
You're right.
Yeah.
And the doctors over here are so expensive. Like the average cost of a removal procedure is between $20,000 and $25,000.
Oh my
That's
God.
just to remove it. Then you have to deal with letting it heal and going back for reconstruction like 6 months later, which is probably average between another $10,000 and $15,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's deep, and insurance does not cover it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's deep.
You gotta have
Never
love
know.
hip hop.
Mm-hmm. It's really deep.
Did you only do butt procedures? Did you do like titties?
So when I first started out, I really was doing breasts because the guy that taught me, the gay guy, he used to do transgender's breasts, right?
So like injections in the titties? I heard of that before, actually.
I know a couple of people that still have it in their breasts. I would never do that. But so after I started doing research on it and finding out how dangerous it was, because you have, you know, your tissues and your milk glands, like,
and this is not so like those little silicone, like the little thing, the little
not
balls.
The bags,
okay,
not the breast implants, but it's like straight silicone.
Oh my goodness, that sounds scary. So how did you get clients? Did you advertise? Like how? I mean, this is black market, so I know people probably just went word of mouth.
Yeah, they would refer people to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they would.
So
definitely word of mouth.
When you were arrested, like where were you and how did that happen? Like did they just pop up at your house?
They did not. So I had actually gone to DC to see the guy that I was dating, right? And I wasn't going there to work. I had just flew in town to see him for that day.
Flew out.
He and I had gone out to get something to eat, and then we went back to the hotel. And when we went back to the hotel, that's when the police came.
So they was watching you probably.
Yeah.
And so I was on one of your interviews. You talked about like how they wanted to charge a son for like getting supplies for you or something like that.
Right. So there would be times when I would be out of town, and you know, I might run out of needles or syringes, some stuff I could have gotten from wherever I was.
Yeah.
But I would call home and ask my son to mail them to me. So because it was going through the mail, that was a whole nother federal thing. Right. So when I wouldn't sign my plea, I mean, you know, when they were wanted me to sign the plea agreement, I would never sign it. So the longer I took to sign it, boy, they were coming at me left and right with so many different things. People don't understand. That's why the federal government, their conviction rate is so, like, they have a 98% conviction rate.
Because of pleas?
People take pleas with them. You're because it's crazy.
And you held it down. You ain't even talk about who was giving you your stuff.
The doctor and nobody.
You down. I was like, okay.
I wasn't going to do that. And they wanted me to, but I would never do it.
Yeah, I mean, you got, I guess at that point, it's like, well, I knew what I was doing, so there's no point in bringing folks down.
I mean, when I first came home, they were offering me money to do a tell-all book, talk about the celebrities I've done. I was like, why? They were just people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was bring them more to do a service. Like, why am I going to sit up and just tell on them?
So you've done a lot of celebrities.
I have. And most of the celebrities I've done, when I was doing them, they weren't even celebrities yet. They were up and coming.
They came up after they got that booty. It was like,
that's crazy though. That's crazy.
I was doing it for so long. Like a lot of these people that are on the scene now, they got that stuff done before they got to,
My God.
Oh, Jesus.
How was prison? Like, how, like, being in there, like, did people know you, recognize you?
So when I first got to prison, people knew who I was because I had done an interview with Jamie Foster from Sister to Sister magazine.
I remember that name, yeah.
Right. So the magazine was still out in 2012 when I went to prison. So I did the interview. She's the only person I ever did an interview with because her energy was just so good. So when I got to prison, the women on the compound, you know, they get all the magazines. Yeah. They knew who I was. And so I was like, oh, man, because I didn't think about it. But prison was... I will say this, prison is definitely a waste of time for people that have not done like
violent crime.
Yeah. So I was in the same prison that Martha Stewart went to. Yeah. Wow. They called it Camp Cupcake, but it wasn't Camp Cupcake. It was still prison, but federal prison. And because my crime was not violent, I wasn't locked behind any bars or anything like that. It was just like a camp, you know, a camp.
So it wasn't like dramatic. Like maybe if you did something, like if somebody would have died from your services.
State prison, it probably would have been a lot worse. State prison is worse than federal prison. Yeah, federal prison,
so that's probably where JT at. She probably at Camp Cupcake.
You think so?
Who is JT?
It's in West Virginia. Is that where she at?
No, she in Florida. They got one in Florida.
But it's not the same one that she went to.
Right. I was West
But
Virginia.
but it's probably the same
Who
kind of
is
concept
JT?
though.
From City Girls.
From City Girls.
She's in prison for identity
Is it
theft.
federal or state?
Yeah, it's federal.
She's federal. She's in
Aggravating
federal
identity
prison.
theft.
Oh, so she probably gets she in the camp.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So that's probably why she like, oh, it ain't that bad, because
It don't be that bad. I mean, it's not good. I'm not saying, oh, prison, but it's not that bad.
So you went in there, you served the time. You didn't have like
I wrote my book while I was in prison.
Okay. Oh, I guess that's a good
I
time.
wrote the book, right. And I focused on me.
Yeah.
I just kind of was in a place, because I've always been the type, I've helped a lot of people. Family, friends, I was always giving. So when I went away to prison, that was the time when I knew I couldn't focus on anybody but myself. My kids were grown. I had adopted a little girl that I had since she was 4 months. When I went away, she was 9.
Okay.
So she went through a lot. But my boys, they were all, one was 18 and I think Dayton was 24. So it kind of forced them to grow up, because mom had, in my family, I'm the one that, people depended on a lot. So now it really did help me to change how I think. Even now when people are asking me for things, I don't mind saying no. Before, I would always try to figure out, how can I help them? Yeah. But really, it's just about me focusing on me now.
Period. Did your dynamic of your family change when you went to prison? Like, were they upset with you, or did anybody?
Oh, absolutely. Me and my mom went through a very tumultuous time, but girl, I had to tell her too, girl, just chill out, because you benefited too. When I was out here making all this money, I took good care of you too, because I'm the only child.
Yeah, true.
So
they were just mad you got caught.
It hurt
my
feelings, but it was like, okay, whatever. I can't take it back.
Do you regret any of the things that like doing the services?
Well, now that I'm seeing what it's doing to these women long term, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I mean, you launched some careers.
Yeah,
I know, right? Yeah,
it's just crazy. Now that we talked about that, I guess I can talk about my my feelings about surgeries and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't. My sister expressed to me that she wanted to get surgery.
But the injections?
No.
But say now,
no.
She good in that area.
She wanted to get lipo. Or whatever, and all this other stuff. But I'm like, girl, no. Because
what's wrong with lipo?
I was just about that same thing. I just seen that's the most lightweight thing. I just feel like
if I understand that it's health and whatever, period. I mean, no. I think that if you have working legs and working limbs, no, it's different if you have a person that's overweight. If you're overweight, I mean, because you have complications with that.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I mean, look at what happened with Kanye's mom.
But you got to do the statistics, though. She was trying to have a whole tummy tuck. Lipo, now they don't even put you to sleep for that. You can be in the twilight.
I can't. I
think, I mean, especially somebody your sister's size, she could probably get like a sleeve or something. You know what I mean? Something that can happen over time.
Yeah, my sister's not that big. That's why I told her, I'm like, girl, you could just work out.
Yeah,
because she needs to work her limbs out though anyway, because I think the problem with surgery is that people get it and they lazy still.
Yeah, because they didn't put no effort into losing. They're like, I'll just get more lipo. Because I've seen people who've gotten lipo multiple times. I mean, hey.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like so you just going to have this fine ass body and stiff.
And it's so expensive,
like you ain't going to be able to move around.
Yeah,
and
that's what we do, though.
No. I just feel like, because now I think I'm getting into it because I tried working out. And I'll do it for a little minute, then I'll stop.
Okay,
and I think that
mean you don't deserve to be fine or feel good?
No, but if I do that, I want energy. I want to be. That's my B12. But but I want to be able to move around. Period. Like if I want to lose weight and if I want to get fit, I want to be a fit. Like I want to be.
Okay,
fit.
so if you get
that's
life,
like now I'm getting.
No,
I don't want to get it.
Okay.
To each his own.
I think, yeah, it is to each his own. But I think now I'm doing yoga. I'm about to start doing yoga this week, actually. I did the table yoga the other day.
Somebody stretched you out.
No, but he hit me up the other day asking me to do the regular yoga. Somebody do that to you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do the yoga, and I think that will lead me towards the right direction of getting.
Okay.
You don't have no faith in me.
You done said this so many times. Just do it. Just do it.
Do a Nike, honey.
Because if I can go work out, you can work out.
I know. I'm in the same boat. I be saying every week. I just said earlier, week 8 is starting over. I know what you mean. I be thinking about lipo too, but I don't even got that much to be trying to even do all that. But I do, you know what I'm saying, I want to put it, on the backside of my story.
I mean, if you do it, I always say that way isn't that bad.
Yeah, I'm still afraid. I think if I do it, it will be before my wedding. You just gotta work
out, because child, people get that and they start eating and it spread and it will not stop.
No, you're right. I don't want that. And that's my fear. I wouldn't mind getting it, but I probably won't. I thought about it because Lord knows I ain't got no booty and I get it from my mama. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. But I'd be like, well, I could just, you know what I'm saying, get this sucked out my back, out my stomach, put it in my booty, but it ain't even that deep.
Skin deep.
So, okay, what are you doing now? So you mentioned earlier that you would have a spa.
I do. So I have
an amazing spa, by the way.
Thank you.
I get my facials done.
What's the name of it and where is it located?
So I have a waxing and threading spa. I call it a spa because the ambience there gives you that feel of being in a spa. So we do waxing, threading, facials, individual lashes, hennas. It's in Stockbridge, right in Stockbridge, Eagles Landing. It's called All About Waxing and Threading. And I have my own skincare line, which I make all of my products in the kitchen. Draco's
I've been using your body butter for what?
Oh, this is who you was telling me. You I think he was telling me about a body butter.
I tell everybody about it because I literally and it's not just because it's my friend, but it really is good. I stopped using lotion.
Everybody say my products are really good.
I literally stopped buying lotion. I was that person that went to Bath and Body Works and got eucalyptus lotions and all the other stuff. My stuff
is so much
better.
But
it's emollient and it makes your skin just I used to keep it in my car, but I had one of them and it kind of spilled in my old car.
Yeah, you can't keep, especially it's getting ready to get warm.
So I keep one in my car but now I keep it in my bag. I keep it. I actually had her make me a whole jar of it. She don't even sell jars of the body butter, but I was like, girl, just make me a jar because I keep running out.
Yeah,
I literally wear that stuff. I got my roommates wearing it.
Well, I need to get some too then.
It's really good.
I get my hair done in McDonald's, unfortunately.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, at my cousin Keita house. And I drive through Eagles Land. I drive past, that way. So
exit.
It's right off the exit, too.
It's right off the exit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, on God. I need to get my ears trimmed anyway.
Yeah, you got to come.
So yeah, that I love the skincare line, y'all. It's just the tea. Oh, and I use the scrub because I shave.
The scrub is really good. I have a body polish that's really good. And so then now my book is being shopped as a movie. So I have some good things going on with that, so let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Man. If they need to recreate your podcast interview, can we be in it so we can?
Absolutely.
Mind you, I already told her. I said I need to be in the movie.
He ain't gonna act in no movie.
He was just in the Mean Girls thing.
Yeah.
You did what?
I just did a whole mini movie, a short film, the remake of Mean Girls. You talk about me not supporting you. You don't support me.
Ooh, I didn't know about it. He didn't tell me about it.
You don't support me. And it's going to be a part 2.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I just found that out yesterday. Actually.
Where's it airing?
It's on YouTube, but Hulu picked it up.
Are you serious?
The second one, if they decide to put me in it,
you're supposed to tell them, make sure y'all put me.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, of course, but
Hulu
picked it up. They're gonna pick. They are because
he didn't have many lines.
I didn't have that many lines.
That's all he was doing, just like smile, like excuse me. The girl bumped him.
Oh, so you were an extra?
He did talk. No,
I had speaking lines, but it wasn't that many.
It was just people talking more to him. I'm like, hello. What?
Yeah, it wasn't about me though. I was just. The movie wasn't about me, but I think the second part we're gonna have more extensive. Like you get to know the characters more.
Okay, well, good. Hulu picked it up, so that means there's a budget involved.
Yes, God. So yeah.
Well, good.
So yeah, so don't try to shade my acting skills because yeah.
I know you act a fool every day. I just didn't know that you had some real, some real.
I went to a
acting
performing
skills.
arts high school. I can do a little something.
Yeah,
You can do a little oosa la la.
Yeah. Ooh, la,
I
la.
have some more questions.
Okay, come on, because we just come on.
So you have the spa, right? Now, was it hard for you to get back into working once you got out of prison?
Girl, was it? But I knew I had to do something. So it's almost like I had a guardian angel. I met this guy. Mm-hmm. We probably only talked for like a month. When I came home from prison, I had my book, right? Mm-hmm. But so all the money I had left, I just kind of like took it and put it into the book. All the feds didn't take. But I met this guy. He was like a guardian angel. And he was like, what do you want to do? Like, you have to do something. You can't go back to prison. I was like, you're right. So my god sister had just moved to Eagles Landing, and she came to me and she was like, oh my God, they need a waxing salon out here. I still have to dry the bucket, and I think you should do it with me. And I was like, okay. So anyway, make a long story short, that's how I got into that business. It was through her bringing the idea to me, and the guy that I call my guardian angel, he actually, he financed it for me.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
That was such a blessing.
We need more angels out here.
Girl, I need another one right now. Exactly.
So, okay. And I think, I was looking at one of your interviews, and I can't remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but you own Chit Chat?
I used to be part owner of Chit Chat.
That's legendary.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
You know, we used to have, when I was in high school, I danced for like 5 minutes at Stone Mountain. That was our practice. We practiced at
Chit Chat, yeah. Because he's very big with those little dance groups. But
yeah.
So, yeah.
That was the thing. I moved to the East Side, child.
Honey, Chit Chat, I used to watch when I was in college. It used to be on the channel. Like, you could see the club on TV. I never even been inside, but I know, I'm like, dang, this is legend. When I said Chit Chat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I used to be part owner of another nightclub, too, called Jet Lounge, which was on Claremont.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've been around.
This, two more questions. All right. So my first question is, what if your daughter expressed interest in getting injections or any kind of surgery?
So how would I treat that?
Yeah.
So funny because I have three. I have my daughter and two more goddaughters, and so that was the thing that I never even really thought about. You know what I'm saying? When I was running around doing injections, it never dawned on me. So what if my daughter wanted this? So here's the thing. I am so not against cosmetic surgery. Yeah. I feel like if you want to do a little something that's or whatever, I'm not opposed. The only thing I'm opposed to is when people overdo it and when they go the black market route, which is so funny because I did it, was doing the injections, but now, hey, when you know better, you do better. Yeah, we know it's not safe, so guess what? No, don't do it that way. But I'm not opposed to cosmetic surgery.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I guess, I'm sure she would probably see, like, the experience you had and would think, like, okay.
Yeah, and we talk about it. We talk very openly and honestly about it all the time. So, yeah.
Are there things, like, did prison traumatize you? Like, do you ever have fear of, like, going back? Like, just for any little thing?
No, I don't have a fear of going back because I know the only way I'm going to go back is if I do something wrong.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, no, but was it enough for me to get my mind right and say, oh, hell no, I'm never coming back? Girl, yeah, it did. That's why I was like, I can't, so. And it's a struggle because people contact me all the time, and it might be at a time when I don't have no money and I need some money. I'd be like, oh, my God. But then I think about, the long-term effects. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. So. And
news will travel so fast from that one time you did it. And then people you think they hitting you up.
Girl, I swear they stay in my DM now.
That's crazy. You're a legend. So, okay, I think that's all my questions. Let me,
I have questions. I've got questions.
Do you?
Yes. I was playing. I don't got no questions because I know everything. I'm just trying to see what would be beneficial for the world to know, because I know Kimberly, but I want people to know them how I know.
Oh,
Kimberly.
how much was these services that you were offering? How much were you
$20.
No.
I was just playing out.
When I first started, they started at $500.
Well, that's a lot.
You could spend between $500 and $1,000, depending on how much you wanted to get. When I stopped doing it, it was between $800 and $1,600.
Okay.
So there was sometimes
Yes,
would
because
spend
just like anything, the price go up.
1,000, 12, 14, or 1,600.
And did you have like a book, like a portfolio, like choose which booty you want? Or okay.
No, that's so funny. No, it goes according to how the person's shape,
Oh, okay.
where they are now, and what look they're trying to get. So it's definitely a process.
Girl, I know
Everybody
them folks
won't look
used
the
to stink.
same.
I know they used to stink.
So it's been a couple of them I had to say, girl, I know you didn't lay on this table and you just finished having diarrhea. No, I'm just
I'm shook.
How okay, I know I said I only had 2 questions, but they keep coming in my mind. So did you have like consultations with these people, or like was there like a appointment they had to make so you can like go down?
I'm not doing all
You
that.
just they just pull up.
When you come to me and you decide you want your service, we're going to do your consult right
there and there. Okay.
You can't keep coming and going and coming and going. No, because it wasn't that type of party.
Okay, true. It wasn't no pump party.
Right. And if you decided you didn't want it, that's fine.
Okay.
I get it.
Cool.
You know.
And so like no kind of like paperwork and stuff where people had to like sign
Girl,
off.
no, look.
That's paper trail. I know. I'm just
That
I'm trying to build the scene in my head. But okay.
Mm-hmm. I got mine. She did mine. That's how we met.
he say anything.
You are crazy.
Just anything.
Wow.
So I don't know. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. I just think that I'm happy for you right now.
Yeah, me too.
Are you?
I
What are you happy
am.
about for me?
I feel like that you are really not necessarily leaving it behind, but you are starting a new life.
Well, thank you.
I can see it. You seem different. It is a process, and I know that sometimes you just. I mean, with everybody, when starting new things and turning over a new leaf, it gets really complicated, and you get confused and lost. And I've been there. I already know.
Really?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I have. We talked about it before on here. I had my little time in jail and it was hard for me to start over because I ain't. Nobody wanted to hire me. I had a whole theft charge, so everybody's like, "I'm not hiring him. He steals." So I get it. I know firsthand. So,
But yeah, I think too. For me, the most difficult thing has been me being the age that I am, because I'm about to be 53 in April.
You don't look it,
Oh,
and that's
you.
on God.
People say it all the time, but so thank you so much. But knowing that I'm starting over, it's like, yikes, I should be planning for retirement, and here I am starting over.
She's a Taurus, y'all.
Yeah.
We are very stuck in our ways, and we don't like change.
I love change. He doesn't like change.
I know I don't. I can't.
open
I'll
to
try.
change.
I'd really try, but
I think that's where
I'm opening up though.
Yeah, he doesn't embrace change. Me, I'm always open to change because I know that.
Maybe you need to go to prison.
You know,
no.
You know why I'm open to change? Because God is always moving, and you could be sitting one place, telling me, "I don't want to go over there. I don't want to go over there."
Next thing you know, you
and
over
God
there.
is saying, "No, but your blessing. I'm calling you to come over here because this is where the blessing is, and we'll still be. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna sit right here. I do not get stuck. I'm so open to change."
Me too.
And yeah, Draco and I do have those conversations. I'm like, dude, get it together. And so, yeah, he's going to get better.
I think I just found my new church.
Church. Wow.
So funny, but
Reverend
Reverend
Kimberly Smedley.
Today, move to Texas. And you keep
do
saying, I ain't going to Texas. And you keep hearing this voice saying, go to Texas. So many of us will not go. We'll just sit and miss out on everything that God was trying to do over there.
Yeah.
And I get it. Sometimes change is difficult and it's challenging, but hey.
You got to come with it.
So is life.
You don't want to find out every resident in Texas got a free $1 million check, and you could have been in them numbers.
And he always has to use a vessel. I've never seen him plant a money tree in anybody's yard. He always has to use a vessel to bless you.
Period.
A person.
Amen. Well, I think you have a great story. It's actually really like not mind-boggling, but it's just like, wow, you seen and done so much, and then I see you and you like you very pretty. Obviously, you look very young, and you have this history that nobody would like. I just would never think.
People see me, they be like, you
ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so crazy, and you have such a good spirit. And when I think of people that do surgery, I mean, you've seen the mug shots of some of these folks. It's like. You know what I'm saying? Like you see
my mug shot was listen, I went to prison, had a whole head full of weed. They was like, you gotta take that out. So honey, they made somebody come and take it out, and I was walking around the compound with these little ugly braids in my hair because they had took the weave out. But what's so gracious about the feds? You won't see a mug shot.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
So,
no.
I ain't know that.
They don't do mug shots in prison.
Well, that's good.
Federal prison.
Look at that. So you can go.
I don't need that information. I'm never going there. So.
I know that's right.
God willing. But yeah.
Where can they find you? You got a website with?
Oh yeah, thank you so much. I always forget to get my handles.
Oh, this is the social media age. You gotta put everything out there, right?
Yeah. So Instagram is Kimberly Smedley, SMEDLEY. Facebook, Kimberly Smedley, and what else am I on? That's it. And I have a website, Kimberly Smedley. So.
And is your the Facebook group is that open yet?
The Facebook support group is open. It's called The Backside Stories.
Okay.
Gotcha.
With an S. Yeah, so go and check it out. Women are on there. Oh, well, listen, you have to be invited in. So only if you have had silicone injections or if you're considering the injections. I try to keep it private because, people are so sensitive about these things, and I don't want people coming in and being judgmental.
Yeah, it should be a safe space.
Ridiculing my, my group members.
That's smart.
So, yeah, I wanted to just be, a place where they can go and
I was in a group like that on Facebook, and it went left. I immediately.
What happened, friend?
Child.
What happened?
Long story. We'll talk about it over pizza.
Well, thank you, Kimberly, for coming. I'm excited to read your book.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it. It's been really, really
Thank you.
good.
I know you're probably nervous. Like, what they got going on?
Let me tell you, she don't interview with way more important people than us.
True. But we finna slay them.
Go on and slay. Slam. Come on. I'm here for it. Sitting right here where we are. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, so then I can say, dang, I remember when I first did their podcast, they started right there, and now look at where they are. And y'all better have me back too. Don't get so big and then y'all forget about me.
We're not gonna forget about you. I would never.
I ain't gonna forget.
I don't think you would.
I don't dedicate a lot of hours to find out who you are.
Thank you. I can say, well, we can't have you. Well, I want to go. I want to talk. So don't you do that, Draco.
I won't.
Okay.
I would never.
Okay, well, thank you so
I'm
much.
I always need my body butter, so I'm definitely gonna have to talk to you.
I'm saying?
I'm just playing.
You an abuser.
Yes, he is.
Well,
all right. Well,
y'all gonna join us next time or whatever. This has been fun.
Yes, it's been real.
We're gonna get the intro and the outro. I promise y'all. We're gonna get our
Screw it. We never doing it because this is just how we are. This is organic. This is us. This is what we do.
All right. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, comment, feedback, please send us an email at listenodp@gmail.com. Send your advice letters if you want to talk about how much you enjoyed this episode. I know I did. So please, maybe if you want to find out a legit way to get your booty done, maybe we can help you. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Booty, titties, hips, and all. But anyway, all right, y'all. Talk to y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.